Baby is giving Call Me Mother Nature at the Met Gala. And she's on the top list of best dress.
Welcome to MsMojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the freshest and most fabulous runway looks from RuPaul's UK queens. Spoilers ahead.
I'm under a microscope, you're looking at a Petri dish, and the bacteria's floating down that runway. If you don't get it straight away, read a book.
Number 10. Joe Black, A Day at the Seaside.
I am giving the true reality of the British seaside, and the wind is up!
British drag is traditionally a comedy art form, and the old school queens know how to bring a sense of humor to the runway while keeping it glam. We loved Bimini's elegant editorial look and Ahora's take on the British classic fish and chips.
I am a bag of chips dripping in ketchup, and I'm feeling incredible.
But it's Joe Black's windswept walk we remember best all these years later. As he hails from coastal Brighton, the Day at the Seaside theme was right up Joe's alley.
Is genius, because it's one thing to have a funny idea, but you executed it so well.
His outfit was serving 40s fashionista, wrapped up warm for a windy walk on the pier. Ru wasn't totally sold on Joe's vision, but we stan a creative comedy queen.
I don't want to see any H&M.
Number 9. Krystal Versace, Oh My Goddess.
Goddess! She is covered in gold, crushed velvet, dripping in chains. You can't touch this.
Just 19 when her season was filmed, Krystal Versace was one of Drag Race's youngest contestants. But that didn't stop her from strutting her stuff in an array of amazing outfits and ultimately snatching the coveted crown.
Donatella, you better don't.
I'm serving you Garden of England realness. She's giving you the greenery.
We loved her Queen of Your Hometown runway and her fugly but fashionable look. But her Oh My Goddess ensemble felt like classic Krystal.
Tonight on the runway, with kind of toga effect, the headpiece, breathtaking.
Do you know what I loved? Your performance as you came out.
It was a particularly strong runway, and all the queens were bringing it. But Krystal shone the brightest. She was always a runway goddess, but this theme gave her a real moment in the sun.
Worship me!
I fancy a crunchy.
Number 8. Veronica Green, Monster Mashup.
She can pull my pork.
She's baking it.
Is she hamming it up?
Halloween-style drag divides viewers. There's a fine line between fashion and fancy dress. However, Veronica Green walked that line to perfection.
Eat it up, judges, but don't stare at me too hard. I might turn you to stone.
Her Monster Mashup runway look was creative, creepy, and surprisingly classy. With porcine features and a Medusa-inspired beehive, she sashayed down the runway like a total babe. Veronica reportedly learned to sew for her Drag Race debut and made the vast majority of her outfits for the second season.
And I'm known for going from Gollum to gorgeous in 3 hours.
The Monster Mashup look was no exception, inspired by a character co-created when she was just a kid. Talk about impressively bringing a vision to life. Number 7. Banksy, Slaycation.
I am serving you a Swiss diplomat's wife. And you know what? She's just got to jet off. She's got to go. I'm very sorry. The slopes are calling.
The Manchester Queen really worked that runway during season 5 with some seriously standout looks. Her Pop Icons ensemble was a Bowie-inspired banger. We were also very impressed by her perfect look. Using only pet shop items, she managed to make it fashion.
And she's serving legs for days.
Yes.
She's walking down the runway dressed in her late 90s, early 2000s Chanel handkerchief creation.
However, our favorite Banksy runway has to be Slaycation. It was another very strong catwalk, with Dee Licious and Caramel both looking especially gorgeous. But in top-to-toe leopard print, a sheer bodysuit, and fabulous faux fur, Banksy's giving provocative ski holiday, and we are here for it.
Both looks are just so lush and chic and camp, but expensive and ugh.
She definitely slayed that cation. Number 6. Rileasa Slaves, Call Me Mother Nature.
Mama is giving you hurricane. The winds are winding, all right? I'm leaving destruction.
Nobody said drag couldn't be high fashion, and this Rileasa dress wouldn't look out of place at the Met Gala. The UK queens are stepping up their fashion game year by year, and Season 6's Call Me Mother Nature runway is a prime example.
So beautiful. You are a storm on this runway.
Thank you. Amazing. How do you feel?
I feel good. I don't normally wear dresses, so this is new for me.
All the elements were represented. Actavia embraced the flames, Zahira showcased the flowers of the earth, and Marmalade brought the butterflies of the air.
I'm floating out here.
Aw, I knew her when she was a caterpillar.
Well, I didn't know she was part of the monarchy.
Of course, Rileasa gave us water goddess chic in a stunning sculptured gown in contrasting blues, with the crashing waves creating curves in all the right places. It was beautiful and anything but boring. Number 5, Blu Hydrangea, Queen Elizabeth Realness.
I am serving you Queen Elizabeth money! This is a handmade dress giving you bronze, silver, and I'm gonna take the gold.
Back in season 1, the outfits might not have been as flashy, but drag shouldn't be all about the money. Although it's nice to look expensive, creativity is key. Blu Hydrangea, for example, loved a quirky runway ensemble. Who could forget their weird science moment?
Oh, guys, she's out on the lash.
Ay, ay, ay.
I am serving you big eye realness.
Speaking of money, she also coined this memorable look.
She must have a splitting headache.
The theme was Queen Elizabeth Realness, and it's still one of our favorites. While many contestants took their inspo from the monarch's personal style, Blu went straight to the royal coffers. With a headpiece based on the 2-pound coin and an armor-like bodice of copper coins, the queen looked like £1,000,000. Number 4, Cheddar Gorgeous, Drag Family Realness.
We are an elemental mirror image conveying a similar yet slightly askew energy.
From the moment she stepped into the workroom, we knew Cheddar was going to be a contender on the fashion front. Her signature drag was a showstopper, and she continued to slay throughout the season.
I think that's Joan of ours.
I really wanted to bring something that was quintessentially how I look when I do drag.
Our favorite example is the Family Makeover Challenge. Over the years, we've seen that elegant is often best when it comes to the makeovers because everybody wants to feel beautiful. With this matching dress and jumpsuit in complementary colors, Cheddar kept things classy while adding a sci-fi fashionista twist.
Why don't you come up and lactose me sometime?
Brie is pulling out all of the stops. She's working that runway and showing up her mother, just as her mother requested.
We love everything about it, with the pair certainly looking gorgeous. Number 3, Danny Beard, West End Wonders.
I am paying homage to the Little Shop of Horrors. And honey, you ain't never seen drag this camp. This is even camp for me.
British drag queens plus a musical theater theme is a recipe for camp if ever there was one. And Danny Beard certainly delivered. Sashaying down the runway, tendrils flying, Danny's Little Shop of Horrors inspired costume put the ooh in Audrey too. Although the beard was their signature, we love that this alternative queen kept things versatile and never relied on their memorable look to carry them through.
I am one hungry plant. Feed me some fertilizer, bitch.
All the queens performed during Rusical Week, and Black Peppa looked especially fierce. But we think we can agree that Danny was the star of the show.
So perfectly suited for you. That's another level, that costume.
Number 2, Bimini Bon-Boulash, Prehistoric.
It isn't what you'd think straight away when you think of prehistoric, but we all started somewhere.
She's living in a bacterial world, and she is a bacterial girl.
It's always fun to see how the queens interpret a theme, and Bimini was definitely thinking out of the box with their prehistoric ensemble. While the other contestants were serving dinosaurs and cave girls, Bimini took us back to the very beginning. Is bacteria the first thing that comes to mind when someone says prehistoric? Probably not, but technically she's not wrong.
I was inspired by Iris van Herpen's bacteria germ kind of thing, and I thought that was, to me, prehistoric in a sense because it's like the first cell.
Single-cell organisms do date back before written record. Plus, the queen looked fabulous. Bimini floated down the runway like she belonged in a fashion editorial, with the misty eyes of a being who has seen the passing of millennia.
The kind of Botticelli hair and the shoes.
Didn't realise it was an amoeba, but hats off to you for doing something totally different than no one else has done on the stage.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Michael Maruli, Puffs on Parade. She took the theme literally, but made it high fashion.
This is 27 meters of puffer jacket fabric. I look huge, I look voluminous, I look amazing. I bet she's a fiddler on the poof.
Davina De Campo, Weird Science. One of Davina's most stunning looks, weird or not.
I am bringing a sparkly, mossy, plant-human cross-hybrid creature.
Ahura, Lockdown Super Sheroes, a memorable tribute to the NHS.
She's ready to paint the town blue, literally.
My superhero outfit is blue for the NHS frontline workers.
Oh, that reminds me, I must put the recycling out.
Starlet, signature drag. Starlet sparkled with her signature look.
For my Ruayu look, I am serving classic old-time beauty, Cinderella, Lana Turner, and Glinda the Good Witch.
Get a load of that tool.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Marmalade, semi-final vinyl.
Gramophone realness. I am vinyl conceptually and literally.
Put the needle on the record.
If we're honest, we could have spread Marmalade all over this list, but we have to give some other queens a chance. As talented a seamstress as she is a drag performer, the Welsh queen stunned on the runways of season 6.
Who made this?
Me.
Oh my goodness, this is just beautifully executed.
Her Doctor Who Is She ensemble was perhaps the biggest showstopper, but for creativity and style, it has to be her semi-final vinyl moment.
The base of this look is a hand-sculpted corset, encrusted with timepieces. There's a headpiece, there's a gorgeous shoulder piece, I've got flowing fabric wafting around me.
Marmalade crafted the skirt and parts of the bodice from pieces of real vinyl records, softened and spray-painted gold and bronze. The headpiece, made by a friend, is foam, designed to look like real metal. The final result definitely fit the brief, and looked beyond gorgeous.
This, however, just when I think I've seen it all. Amazing. Who made this?
Me.
Marmalade.
Wow.
Gorgeous.
What's your favorite look from the UK, Huns? Share your favorites in the comments.
Clap for the bing bang boom. Clap for the sing sang song. Clap for the ting tang tong. Clap for the UK hun.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.